the last video, we talked about how many hotels are giving away their revenue, paying a huge commissions to the OTAs, depending on external factors, losing the control over their own business. But there is a catch. The most hoteliers who try to fix it alone at their own understanding of the business, they end up making it even worse. It is not because they are stupid. It is not because they don't know how to work. It is just because they are trying to be like others. There is no such a thing like being like others in hospitality. They try to build direct booking systems that looks good. Aesthetically, they are perfect, but they don't work because they try to copy what OTAs do. It is not your business. Instead of building something that works for their guests. Today, I will show you how to build direct booking system that finally works for you and not against you. Foundation. Understanding what really direct booking is the foundation of everything, because you cannot make it if you don't know it. Many hoteliers think that direct booking is just a book now button. No, it's not. It's just a widget. It's just the first step of it. Creating the online booking system which is work directly for you is selling the story of your property, is starting from the step one and finishing with the confirmed reservation and collected money for that reservation. It is not just a process that you give one option to your guest to click on the website. Most visible problem with this is with the small properties. Maybe they should be more interested in this story because they need to fix this problem. They are like, we have a direct booking. How you have a direct booking? Look, website. On the website you have a book now, and we test the book now. We started from first to last step, and we see that half of the links doesn't even work because you go to the book now, you choose the date, it says no available options. Why? Because they didn't connect their inventory with the website. After we fix the problem about the inventory of the direct booking page, we started to going one by one, step by step on their reservation system. And we saw that you have 8 steps, totally hard 8 steps that are not working. That in every single step you have a links. Tell me about locations, it has nothing about that. Tell me about photos, it's not working. Show me photo of the apartment I'm ready to book now. I cannot see it. I don't trust that website. Cancel. I'm going on the booking call. This is how guests reason in their own mind. They want to be sure. They want to be real. But if you check, most of booking systems of the small properties, they are not just a tool. It should be a journey. It needs to start with visibility. It needs to your guests, how you will find your guests, how they will arrive there. It continues with the trust, because you need to create a system that they believe that if they make a booking that it is a sure one. And it needs to end with the simplicity, because if it is not simple for the guests, they are going out. They are going on the booking com. It's easier. So, if one step of those is broken, you lose your guest. You don't want to lose your guest. So, before thinking about the technology, you need to fix the path. You need to fix your system. You need to know that you need to have awareness, you need to have interest, you need to have a trust, then you will go on the booking, and in the end you will create the loyalty. This is the real booking system. Without this, it's just a widget. The visibility of your website is really important. It is how to get your guests to your platform, to your website, to your direct system. You cannot expect the direct bookings if you have no one that visits your website. Biggest mistake of the hotels is thinking that if I build a website, they will come. No, they will not. You can build the perfect one, but if there is no one to funnel traffic to your website is just a beautiful page. That's literally what's happened to the small hotel in the Czech Republic. They had a beautiful website. They created the page with the beautiful galleries, with the beautiful videos, drone shots, 3D walking through the property. You could see every single apartment from every single angle to see all amenities. Beautiful. Direct booking system that's worked perfectly. In 3 steps, you had a direct reservation with the full trust. But after 6 months, they had just 300 persons on the website. Why? Because they were practically invisible on the web. They invested a lot of money in the beauty, but none in practicality, none in selling of their website. They were practically invisible on Google, inactive on all social networks. Google business page had a broken link to their website. It was not even correct one. Why? Because no one even take care about this. They created one time ago and forget that they had it. It's not good. Visibility is oxygen. Without oxygen, there is no breathe. Without visibility, there is no sales. Because you need to update your site, your Google business profile. You need to update photos. You need to reply to every single review. It's hard. Yes, because some of them are positive, some of them are negative. But if you reply, you will create the trust, you will create the loyalty. You need to post weekly. You need to create your local CEO. Make sure about your name, that people knows for you, for your addresses, that all your links are correct, that everything is consistent online about your business. You need to have a social media presence. Today is even more than ever important to have a social media presence, to show your property story, because you are not selling just a bed, you are selling your story, your business story, your historical story. Maybe your property is 300 years old and sometimes ago was the place where the princess of your country slept there. So you need to show that to the people, because those are things that are selling, and you need to invest. You need to use tools. Google made a perfect tools with the book Direct and Save. It's a perfect. They outperform 10 OTAs listings without any problem, just if you have that option. You don't need 10,000 visitors. You need 1,000, but who are ready to book, and who are hyped up about your story, and who followed all your funnel from the beginning to the end. Let's address the elephant in the room. Trust. Why guests don't trust the hotel websites? To be honest, the most of the hotel websites are totally untrustful. They are totally outdated, they are unclear, they are they are unsafe. Because when you saw the websites of so many hoteliers, you will ask yourself, do I really want to put my credit card details here? If you have just 1 second of thinking of that, you will not do that. This is how you lose your guests. Ask yourself, why Booking.com investing millions for making their website secure? Why Airbnb investing millions to create it to look attractive, to look beautiful, and to be easy to navigate, to feel safe? I once tried booking in the boutique hotel in Florence. The website was from 2008, tiny photos, no SSL certificates for security. The prices and was not clear. You could not understand what you are booking. Is this with the breakfast, without breakfast? Is this with the city tax, without city tax? A lot of things were totally unclear, and I didn't dare to pay online on that website. Guests don't risk their credit cards for the few euros of saving. They don't want to compromise their safety because they are not confident with your website. So you need to do several things to create system more safe, to be less hostile, because when you are asking for the money in the moment, everything is hostile to you. Everything is hostile to the guests. Your website needs to feel like your front desk in the property. Warm, safe, and professional. You need to use the clean design. You need to use professional photos. Today is easy. Every single telephone is totally can make professional photos. You need to add visible trust signs on the website. You need to show your guest experience, your TripAdvisor badge, your Google reviews, your safe payment icons, which one you are using for your transactions. You need to show the people that your stuff, your smile, and your story. If you don't show to the people who are you, who work with you, and for what you are working and why you are in this business. They don't trust. And people don't book a room, they book a trust. You need to understand that. Because so many times directly you choose the room that is less than your expectation just because it was more trustful. Simplicity. Let's make a fun little bit of the most of the booking engines you saw until now, because the most of them looks like a tax forms. You have too many steps, confusing layouts, the hidden fees. It's worse than a low-cost airplane. You know that the low-cost company has a million of these clicking everywhere, trying to put your fees wherever you don't want. This is how the most of booking engines feel when you are using them for your direct systems. We once tested the client booking flow, and we stopped after 10 clients. That can be or perfect flow or worst flow you ever saw, because it was just a 10 clients. Out of 10, only 2 finished until the end. And what was the beautiful? After everything, those 2 guests called front office to ask, are they received? Is it okay? Can I trust that my reservation was made? So you cannot make the system that complicated. You need to simplify your sale. Audit your booking experience. Ask yourself, can your guests who enter on your homepage arrive from the homepage to the payment page and possibly finish the payment under the 60 seconds? Are there more than 4 steps for reservation at your system? Does it work perfectly on the mobile phone? Does it simple enough to use it into one hand? Because even if we are not encouraging, but a lot of people driving and booking in the same moment. If the answer is a no, simplify. Simply as that. Simplify. The less functions, the more revenue. Because if you overmind your booking process, people are just not finishing. They are just rejecting, and that's it, they are going to another. Don't make guests think, because if they think too much, they will never book. Loyalty. It's a 5th step now. We passed through foundation, visibility, trust, and simplification. Now let's talk about loyalty. Don't let guests to go back to the OTA after they once were your guests. Even after guests book directly, most hotels never contact them again. You will see a lot of properties with the glorious marks on the booking.coms, with the 9.3 rating. But it is totally not important if guests forget your name. Because what is going on? When guests once forget your name, it will come to the booking.com to search for you again, and then they will again make the reservation through the booking.com, and your direct system of reservation is not existing. You need to contact your guests. You need to put a seed in their brain about your brand. You need to make them think about you. They don't need to be obsessed. If you create obsessed one, it's a pure loyalty. You need to build a relation, not just bookings. Without repeat bookers, your business is not sustainable, because repeatable bookers are free bookers. Building a direct booking system isn't about replacing OTAs. We said earlier that it is impossible, and be clear about that. It is about taking control back. It's not about technology. Today you have a million services, million softwares, you have a lot of places where you can find a lot of technology, but it is not about technology. It is about strategy, psychology, and consistency. What is more, when your visibility, trust, simplicity, loyalty, everything what we talked previously work together, that's when your direct booking system will finally work for you and not for something else and someone else. It will not work for your competitors. It will work directly for you. Like the last time, if you find this interesting, please subscribe. The next time we will talk about the psychology of direct booking and why the guests choose you over the OTAs, why the guests choose you over the other your competitors, and if they not, we will talk how to influence them ethically to arrive to your website and become your guests.